Welcome to the first episode of Beginner's Guide to Valorant. We're starting off with the map ASCENT, which is based in Venice. We're going to be starting off in this one talking about defensive side. So this is going to be split up into two parts. The next video will be on attacking side. As this is basics and beginner's guide, I'm not going to be going into too much depth. Let me know if you want me to go into more depth in the next video. I'm just going to be telling you the basic things, what you should do in order to succeed on the map ASCENT. So starting off on the defensive side of ASCENT, you start off in the spawn and you actually have 4 different ways you can go. You can go directly up the middle, leading to the middle section. You can go to the left, which splits off into 2 ways. You can go up here towards heaven, or you can go right towards short. Or you can start off and just go right towards the bomb site. So making a decision which one you'd want to do and then proceed with doing it. We're going to start off by going towards the B bomb site. So moving along to the B bomb site, you can actually stay in a number of different spots. The first spot being here. So you can peek behind this pillar from left side, just going back and forth, just holding an angle, or waiting until you hear commotion, then peeking. Another good spot is staying over here. So if you stay here and you hug the side, you can actually have a good angle of seeing if anyone comes through mid if you give it up, and just by peeking out like that. If you're solo holding, I recommend either staying here or staying around the bomb site. It's kind of hard to hold it from here just by yourself, so I definitely recommend at least 2 people. You can even have 1 person being in this spot, because this angle right here is, you know, it's a easy spot to just, it's a very dominant spot, because they've got to aim up at you. If you're kind of aiming down to hit him in the head, as long as you have someone covering your mid, which we'll cover soon, you should be all right. But having someone here and also someone here, it's just a good setup, because you can just bait and switch. So let's say like this, for example. I know I'm going a bit in depth, but you peek, shoot, bait out, your teammate peek, shoot, he goes back in, you peek out, shoot, and vice versa. And if he's actually shooting at him, keeping him busy, and you rotate around, you can actually jump on here and just get up and hold this angle. So another good angle, if you don't want to hold one of them 2 spots, is right here. So you can stay here, but if you actually hold off on the pillar, look whereabouts you are. If you're looking directly on, you can't see. They can probably see you a little bit, but it's just, you're just keeping your head out of the way, just peeking back and forth. As you saw, I nearly fell off there, but it's because it is a very tight angle. Another good spot, in my opinion, is if you just want to have someone possibly holding there or back there. So you have someone just peeking, and if they push, they can put some shots in, back off, make sure to stay alive, and you can just hold point. So they're definitely not going to push towards this person and try and cut them off unless they're coming through mid. So they're going to come through them doors and come here. And they may be expecting it. They might. The first thing they do when they come around this corner is probably look here. So I'll probably wait a little bit until they come closer, because once they get here, the next thing they're going to do is check that corner. So if you time it correctly, they can check that corner and you go bang, and then you focus on these people that are all looking for you here. Because if you go for these people first, you may get a couple shots in, not kill them when you had the easy kill, so at least you can get the 1 kill to trade. Now moving on to the second route. So starting in the spawn, you go directly ahead and you're going to cover mid. And now covering mid from this point, in my opinion, is probably one of the hardest things to do, because it is very open. So you've got this massive wide door, and you've either got to try and cover that spot and then pushing through mid. And if someone's there, like, you can get shots at them, but if someone peeks with a sniper, you gotta make sure you're hitting that head. Because if you hit him like there, and by the time you try and, you know, you get the recoil up, you're dead from the sniper. And you can either go from there to there as well. So one of the things that I'm trying to get better at, and I think you guys will probably do as well, is being here. You can either hold this from a tight angle and just hold it so you're giving up the push to short being round there where they can go. So their aim is to get round to there to make sure there's no one there and cut through, or to just peek in there to get a pick and to go around to A. So you've got 2 options. Well, you probably have 3 options, but you can either hold it back far, if you know they're all a B, and you've got a teammate there that can actually peek around there without dying too short long, then you can just hold this angle. They're probably going to look directly there, so you may get picked off quite easy, but at least you're staying far back, so you can only get a shot from the 1 angle. Another one is being in this corner here, so close to that one, but you have a lot of space. So you can hear, you can move up close. So if you're shooting here, just going, and then you get shot at, you can actually get a little bit closer and just peek out a little bit more. Get him again. And with this one, you actually have more space to move. And if you're here, to just dip and get away. So it's kind of risky being in that corner, because once you're in that corner, you can't really get out. Whereas with this one, it's like you just move, get out the angle, and you can push back, so they don't see you on that side. Whereas getting out from that way, they'll probably see you on both sides. The final spot, which is I think is pretty good with using with an AR, is just holding here. So holding this right hand side is a good angle. So if they're going to be pushing through mid, they're going to come through that door and go mid to go back onto A, or they're going to come across, go up them steps, and cut through short to A. So in my opinion, the most dominant spot that everyone that's beginning this game should stay is here. So you can either be on this bench and be a bit closer, you can jump back and be higher, or you can be here on the edge, or just sit back and crouch. If you just want to hide, wait for 1 to compass, 2 to compass, make sure you have that trigger discipline, and just bang, bang, pick them off. You can always hold this angle with a sniper, and just stay far back. Because if you're peeking here, the person that's sniping might not see anyone and get a bit aggressive. And as soon as they come into your line of fire, they're dead. Or you can hold this angle, so you're just not peeking too much. And when someone goes in that corner to try and peek, same again, they're dead. So you can hold either 2 angles with a sniper, and possibly holding here with a sniper is a lot better unless they all push. If they all push, let's say for an example, you're Reyna. You just put that out, bang, get one. The other sniper picks, bang, get another. So it is doable with a sniper and AR. However, you just see how you gotta feel. The third route is coming up here and not pushing towards A directly, and actually going towards short. And here with short, you have this window, and we'll talk about that later. But from here, you have a couple of different options. So you can either stay here, which is a corner that you can hold, and you have a good angle. So you have an angle if they try and push through that door. If they push through that door, I highly doubt they're going to be looking directly here. Because let me show you. If someone's coming through here, the first thing they're going to be checking is, they're going to be checking either, if they don't see anyone up there, that is, they're going to be checking up right corner or left corner. And look how tight that angle is. So you're going to be checking here. You've got to get a good snap on whoever that is that's in that angle. So I highly recommend that one of the top spots for me is just to stay here. If you try and cut through, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just try and tap as much as you can. Obviously, they're not all going to be coming through. You might have to get the kills, get the shots, but if you can get a couple, that's good. The only time this is the problem is if they do fully smoke it out and they last quite long, then you have to give it up. But as soon as you're going to give up that corner, you have to check to the right, because they're most likely going to be pushing through short, or if there's someone just lurking, they'll push through. So you can't just drop from this spot and just try and push in, because next thing you know, bang, you're dead. So if you want to look at the opposite corner, you can just hold it from this angle. You just hold them, push it through short, coming back. So you can get 1, 2. They back up, you can obviously just try and push to hold the other angle, or go up there and just dip. But it's up to you really, what you want to do. I don't really sit here all too often. But yeah, moving into this room, you can stay in this room, because like you got this pot. I always look here just in case there's someone, and I've not actually seen anyone yet. So it may just be it's a spot where no one sits. I've seen a couple of people sit in that corner, because obviously it's just on the other side of that wall, and if you're coming through, you gotta like try and peek. They might have the advantage, but it's not too good. So this could be a good angle to just have a look. So if someone comes through, oh, that's actually, you gotta make sure. Oh, you gotta make sure you're so that's the highest you can shoot. So you can't shoot around there. It has to be low. So yeah, maybe don't sit there actually. So this is a spot that you can actually sit in. And if they're pushing through, if they're coming through short, in my opinion, I don't think they'd expect you to sit here, because you just gave it up. They can come and cross over. You can just sit here and go bang, 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 bang. The only problem is that when you're coming off, so as soon as you come out, you just got to make sure you get here without getting spotted. But you can probably easily do it. So if you're a beginner and you're feeling yourself, and you played some FPSs before, holding this angle can be a dominant spot. So you got a box here, and they're most likely gonna push there. The majority of the time there should be someone there unless they're all pushing together as a group and there's not a lurker or a sniper. If it is a sniper, they're either going to be there or there. So this is a good spot to stay if you're actually feeling yourself. And why is because you need to hit your shots. So if someone's here, you just got to make sure you get them taps in. If they've already crossed, get it back, because the next thing you know is you're gonna have to put that out and fire them down. Being here, you can always, you know, shoot these off. The next thing you know, you can wallbang. The final route that you would be taking on the defensive side is coming up this lovely ramp and heading towards the actual A bomb. So up here, you've got a couple of different options already. So you can just stay up here and just peek both sides and just hide. Or you can go into this nice little corner, which is good for 2 people. So you can have someone there and here, so when they're just baiting, so if someone peeks, bang, bang, just peek in the corners. You know what it is. And especially if someone's on point as well. So I feel like no one really checks this corner, because you can have someone there, they're making a lot of noise, and someone tries to climb up. You go bang, bang, gotta have that snap on ready. So listen, these are the good spots. So there's actually the third and final spot to cover up here is right here, and I love this spot. So you're just up here and can actually get onto the bomb site very quickly. However, you're also holding short. So if someone tries to come through short, you have a number of different chances to shoot, but not like that. So if someone's coming through, get the taps on. Just make sure you actually, you know, hitting them. I love this spot. And see, if you kill them and you don't see anyone else, you can always push up. Your teammate's pushing up top. You already got one on site, and you just hit the flank. So I honestly love being up here. I love this spot. I don't go here often because I feel like someone else is always there. But from the times I played it, I just love holding that spot. So that's the 3 spots you can stay up top in heaven. Next is on the actual bomb site itself. So you got a couple of other things. Again, you got under here, it's obvious. Our Lord and Savior. And you can stay on that side, or you can just stay on this side as well. So, but that being in these 2 spots, you're constricting yourself, and it's very hard to get out, and it's just kind of obvious. There's no one else, you can't see anyone everywhere, so just bang, just hit them off. You can always stay on a bomb site and just peek, or just wait until they get close, then peek, see how many people you can get. So you can always do that. This is a little spot as well, so you can cover yourself off by being crouched, but it just makes it easier for you to get a headshot. So that's another spot. Common spots in my opinion are right here, just waiting in this corner. Obviously if you're Raze or Jet or someone, you can get up top and get higher, and it's better spots. You can always sit in this corner as well. Once you put the door down, you're just cutting off them pushing through short A. You can just stay here, and when they come in, they'll probably check here, but if you hit your shots and you do whatever you need to, you can always hold it and then just push. And the final spot in my opinion is just staying right here. So they can actually see you when they come through that door. You will be peeking out a tiny bit, but you can always just stay in this spot, wait for them to come. If you have a teammate up there that's providing fire, or up there, they're not really going to be looking right here for you. The only time they'll be looking on site is if you're around there. So then you can peek out, get a couple of kills, and you never know what could happen. So guys, that is some of the spots that I think are the best for beginners on this map, and a little bit, you know, advanced beginners for being on the defensive side of Ascent. If you did like the spots, please let me know down below. If you want me to go into more detail on the attacking side, when I'm not just talking about spots and what other things that you should be doing, then I will, like I have done with this one. I went into quite a lot of detail, more than I should have really done, because it is a beginner's guide. However, I hope it helped. If it did help, let me know down below.